Hello and welcome to the Unitarian Fellowship of London. We are a free-thinking, progressive faith community, one which is unbound by creed or dogma. We are guided by the common values expressed in our Unitarian Universalist principles. We maintain that each person needs the freedom to follow their own path in search of truth and meaning. We support and respect each person's journey within an accepting and loving community. The Unitarian Fellowship of London is a welcoming congregation. Through our deeds, we are all connected, and we understand that our actions matter. We believe that how you live your life matters more than what or who you believe in. We are called upon to respect our planet and help create a peaceful, free, and just society for all. We believe that wisdom comes from many sources. We encourage and value questions, recognizing there isn't only one answer to life's mysteries. Unitarian Universalism is a spiritual faith community for people of all ages, diverse backgrounds, and unique beliefs. Unitarian Universalists are brave, curious, and compassionate thinkers and doers. Unitarian Universalism strives to create spirituality and to foster a community beyond boundaries, working for justice and love in our own lives and in the world. We draw upon our heritage of freedom, reason, hope, and courage, all while building a foundation of love. Love is the power that holds us together and is at the center of our shared values. The following are the values we share that we hold as inseparable and deeply interconnected. Interdependence. We honor the interdependent web of all existence and acknowledge our place in it. Pluralism. We are all sacred beings, diverse in culture and experience and theology. Justice. We work to be a diverse, multicultural community where all feel welcome and can thrive. Transformation. We adapt to the changing world around us. Generosity. We cultivate a spirit of gratitude and hope. Equity. We declare that every person is inherently worthy and has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. But what do we actually believe? Unitarian Universalists bring a variety of beliefs to our community. However, we promote and affirm the following principles: the inherent worth and dignity of every person, justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, acceptance of one another, and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregation, a free and responsible search for meaning and truth, the right of conscience, and the use of the democratic process within our congregation and our society at large. The goal of a world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. Respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. Individual and communal action. Accountability dismantles racism and systemic barriers to full inclusion. Individual and communal action. Accountability dismantles racism and systemic barriers to full inclusion in ourselves and our institutions. What about our history? Unitarianism and Universalism were historically liberal Christian traditions. Unitarianism began in the 16th century and valued religious freedom and thought. Universalism developed in the late 18th century and believed in a loving God who embraced all people. Over time, these liberal religious ideas spread, evolved, morphed, and merged into what is now modern-day Unitarian Universalism. Unlike most mainstream religions, Unitarian Universalism is a covenantal faith rather than a creedal one. While individually we may all hold different beliefs, we all share a common set of values reflected in our 8 principles. We agree on how we will be together. We think for ourselves and welcome and embrace our diversity as we learn from one another and reflect on the important and big questions. You are welcome here. The Unitarian Fellowship of London was designated a welcoming congregation in 2001 and has since renewed our status in 2021, meaning we continue to work hard to ensure lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people are full members of our faith community. Being welcoming means striving for radical inclusion and creating spaces that honor every part of our identities, backgrounds, and experiences. Welcoming means striving for radical inclusion and creating spaces that honor every part of our identities, backgrounds, and experiences. Our community includes people of various belief systems And this diversity is part of what makes us who we are. Our Sunday services offer a variety of topics and perspectives with opportunities for discussion and fellowship. At the Unitarian Fellowship of London, we follow the covenant of right relations, which is in the spirit of our Universalist principles. We value a free exchange of ideas. We honor the responsible expression of all voices. We listen respectfully with open minds. We respect diversity of belief and opinion, and we seek to resolve conflict directly and harmoniously. This covenant is the foundation that joins Unitarian Universalist congregations, communities, and individuals together in a web of interconnection. The practice of promising to walk together is the precious core of our creedless faith. Congregational covenants can take many forms. However, it reflects the needs and best wishes of the group's relationship with one another. Creating and agreeing to a covenant can be an extremely effective tool for building a foundation of trust by creating shared expectations around the behaviors we want to cultivate. We come closer to creating the beloved community. A covenant is also the positive expression of healthy behavior for the group to follow. As Unitarian Universalists, we both affirm the acceptance of one another and the encouragement of spiritual growth. We seek only a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. Who are we? We are a self-directed group. We support our congregation through our own efforts. We encourage members to enrich the Unitarian Fellowship of London by becoming involved. We gather for Sunday services where we enjoy fellowship through lively conversation, and we act upon our Unitarian Universalist principles. You are welcome at the Unitarian Fellowship of London. However old or young you are, wherever you were born or grew up, whomever your ancestors were, in whatever religious tradition you were raised, you are welcome regardless of your gender and whomever you love. You are welcome with whatever abilities and limitations you may have. At the Unitarian Fellowship of London, you can bring your whole self, your questions, your doubts, your beliefs, an open mind and a loving heart. We invite you to bring your whole self and join us in our mission to challenge the mind, nourish the spirit, and act in the world.